Prakash Mohapatra is a very renowned orator and known for his eloquence. He is an avid devotee of Parampema Sesi Thakur. He is a speaker of international fame. Brothers and mothers who are joined in this general meeting, it's my fortune to introduce Sri Surya Prakash Mohapatra, popularly known as Surya Bhai, to deliver his introductory speech of the session. Surya Bhai, you can start, please. And the maximum time I would like to request you to be within 12 to 13 minutes. Surya Bhai, please.
Very good. Dada, can you hear me?
We are able to hear. Please start.
Param Brahma Param Dayal Sri Thakur, Param Aradhya Jagat Janani Sri Subharma, Param Pujyapat Sri Bodha, Acharya De Param Pujyapat Sri Dada, Pujyapat Babaida. My deep, profound respect. The presider of this general meeting, Dr. Tripathi, the moderator of the general meeting, esteemed workers of Sri Thakur, mothers and brothers in faith. It's a great occasion. We are celebrating the 21st anniversary of the inauguration of the Holy Sri Mandir, 21st annual Utsav of Satsang Bihar, Chennai. I think for the first time in the history of Satsang Bihar, this Utsav is being celebrated virtually, and Guru brothers and mothers from all parts of the globe have been able to connect it with this Utsav through this virtual medium enabled by technology. It's a matter of great pride that this Satsang Bihar, Chennai, has been an epicenter of love, compassion. This Satsang Center in Chennai has been the place of communion, the place of convergence, where people cutting across language, culture, caste, creed, and faith have come together to celebrate the beauty and divinity of life. And this Satsang Bihar, which was inaugurated by Acharya Dev Sri Dada himself in the presence of others in Thakur family 21 years ago, is a representation of Sri Thakur's message for life, for being and becoming, for life, existence, and growth. For the first time in the history, we are celebrating this event virtually, and all of us know the reasons behind it. The contemporary situation, the current situation in the country and across the globe. Man is in a race for survival, for life, for existence. Man is leading today a life of contradictions. Man today has everything, but man has nothing. Man has plenty, but there is so much of scarcity. Man has everyone, but he feels he has no one. In today's world, there is no lack of persons, but there is lack of personalities. In today's world, there is no lack of leaders, but there is lack of leadership. In today's world, no lack of fathers, there is lack of fatherhood. There is no lack of mothers, there is lack of motherhood. There is no lack of teachers, but it is hard to find people, individuals with teacherly qualities. It's There's no lack of students, but it is hard to find humble, polite, loyal, student-like character. It is the crisis today, the crisis of human character. Man is lost, directionless. Man is clueless. Man is looking for that clue, that answer, that elusive answer which is not coming under his grip. Man is struggling. Still, man doesn't want to accept the truth. It's like the camel in the desert. The camel, when goes out to eat, to find food for it himself, there is a plant called cactus, which is available in deserts. And cactus has thorns in it. The camel goes and tries to eat the leaves. But beneath the leaves, there are the thorns, the sharp pointed thorns. And when the camel eats the cactus plant, the thorns pierce into its tongue and mouth. And the camel does not realize. And the taste of the blood, which tastes salty, apparently tastes delicious. And the camel starts eating his own blood without realizing what he is eating. This is the situation of today's human being. We don't know what we are doing to ourselves. We feel that we are living a happy, prosperous life where life is filled with enjoyment, but we are bringing damage. We are harming our own existence, our own survival. Little that we realize what we are doing to ourselves. And this is the situation of the current human society. This is the situation of human beings today. Sri Thakur says, man does not understand his own fate because man is under complexes and passions. Man believes trying to fulfill his passions and complexes, he can lead an enjoyable life. But beneath the complexes, man sinks into misery and misfortune. A devotee once asked Sri Thakur, who can be called a fortunate man? Who can be called a man of fortune? Sri Thakur said, a man who can tune events and environment to in favor of his existence can be called a man of fortune. The man who can adjust, who can bring all the events and environment in favor of his own existence can be called a man of fortune. And a man who cannot do that can be described as suffering for misfortune. Misfortune is missing for tuning. The person who has missed the tuning can be called suffering from misfortune. So we need that tuning in life. That tuning in life. A devotee once asked Sri Thakur, Thakur, everybody is God's children, a child. Why God takes care of him or her who accepts him as the living ideal? Why God doesn't take care of the rest? While every human being, every creature is the child of God. Sri Thakur said, suppose you have a huge garden and inside your garden there is a pond. In the pond you have many fishes. All these fishes that you have brought, they are in your pond. One day you decide to spread your net inside the pond and there are a few fishes which get caught. Many others don't get caught. Thakur is saying, the fishes which get caught, you can do whatever you want to do with them. The fishes which don't get caught, you can't do anything with them. Even if all the fishes belong to you, Thakur is saying that is the condition of Parampita, the Supreme Father. He who comes under his grip, he can do whatever he wants to do with him. He who doesn't come in his company, he who does not surrender himself to him, he cannot do anything. Even if everybody is his child, in spite of his wishes, he cannot do anything for human beings who do not surrender themselves to Parampita, the Supreme Father. The net of the Supreme Father will have to surrender. Those who surrender to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Father takes him on the path of well-being, prosperity, delight, and divinity. Those who do not surrender, they suffer, they struggle, they feel that they're happy, they're enjoying life, but they don't realize how they're harming themselves. So we need to tune ourselves to the Supreme Father so that he can take care of us. That is the divinity of Sri Sri Thakur. That is the whole essence of the message of Sri Sri Thakur. Thakur is saying, unfortunately, all of you, all the human beings, or majority of human beings are today tied in the ropes of complexes and passions. This rope is the rope of sense pleasure, passion and complexes. We are tied. We don't want to free ourselves. We want to free ourselves. But how can we free ourselves? We can free ourselves only when we accept somebody whose hands and legs are not tied down like ourselves. Such a free man, resolved man, realized man can come to us and untie our knots, can release our knots, can free us up from the knots that we are in. But we don't accept him. When he comes closer, we push back. We try to bite him. How can he free us? Sri Sri Thakur is saying, we'll have to surrender to the Supreme Father. He can remove the knots. He can release the knots. He can untie the knots so that we can become free. We need to surrender. We need to accept. We need to have that living ideal in life. Without that, it is not possible. And when we surrender to him, when we accept him and serve him with our complete identity, in totality, we see realization in life. So Sri Thakur says, when the ego dissolves, man becomes the possessor of all qualities. The ego dissolves at that point in time when we surrender ourselves with our complete identity. Then we become the possessor of all qualities. We become wise, knowledgeable, efficient, effective, capable, loving, compassionate. We become possessor of all qualities. And in being in possession of all qualities, we can be in control of our lives. To be in control of our lives, our virtue, we need to give the control of our life to the Supreme Father. That's the essence of Sri Sri Thakur's message. I know that there is a limit in the proceedings. There are many eminent speakers who are with us today. We'll be listening to them. At the end, I would like to pray at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Thakur for the well-being of everyone associated with this utsav, for the well-being of the mankind. Vande Purushottama. Jai.